This is the dual feed foot. I'm going to remove the ankle on my machine in order to put this on. In order to do that, we need to push the lockout button first. Take the ankle off. You may have to take the screw almost all the way out. Make sure that the foot is all the way around the presser bar, like that. Slightly tighten it up, then push that hook into the drive link right there. Then tighten it up the rest of the way and tighten with your screwdriver. It's ready to go. So you can push this button, but what that will do, it will gray out a lot of stitches. So there's another way. I'm going to get back out of that and get into this here. Now the manual dual feed setting, turning this on will engage the dual feed drive. Now you may need to lift your presser foot a little bit higher to get over your batting. Now when we have several layers like backing, top, and batting, we want to keep those all together. I've lengthened my stitch length a little bit because I have a lot of layers, and usually when you're sewing over something thick like this, you want to have a longer stitch length. So let's get started here. Now it's pushing it ahead a little bit here. We can adjust that, and I'll show you how. To fix that, we can go into this circle with the 3 lines, go right down here. Now remember, we turned manual dual feed setting on, so we have this that we can adjust. We can make this a higher number so that the upper feed dogs on the dual feed will pull more. We'll see what kind of difference it makes. And then we push OK. Make sure we save that setting. Let's get started here. Seems to be evening it out, which is nice. Okay, look at that. Wow, pretty nice. Look how even that is. But that's with it pushed ahead a little bit. So let's try this again. All right, let's make sure it's nice and even on the end to give it a good test. Now I'm going to let it go really fast this time. And look how nice that turned out at the end. It didn't push it ahead at all. Pretty good, huh? We're going to use the AccuFeed Flex for doing some serpentine stitching on a quilt sandwich. This is an alternative to doing free motion. So we can quick select our stitch. Now I've gone to the back of the book here, into quilt, and I'm going to do number 8 right there. Quick select the stitch right here. We want to do quilting right there. And number 8 right there. That's our serpentine stitch. A quick and easy way to find it. So this little button here is going to be very helpful in your quilting. Now of course, try it out on a sample before you try it out on your quilt, just to make sure you have it the way you want it to be. Let's do some serpentine stitch. As you can see, this is what it looks like. So we can make it a little bit wider and longer if we want to. If we make it longer, that will make each stitch a little bit further apart. I like to have it a little bit wider, like this, and a little bit longer, like this. There we go. Okay. Now that's a little bit too long, so I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. And as you can see, I've got the pivot function on, so I can turn a corner and just start sewing again. Now for my quilting, that looks about right. So like if I was going to go down some sashing, in the middle of that sashing with that serpentine stitch, it would look about right. And again, always practice on a quilt sandwich to get it to the way you want it to be. And that's about how I want it to be. So I can save that in favorite stitch as a favorite stitch. This is the quilting bar for making nice, even, accurate lines of stitches. It goes right in here, like that. And you can adjust how wide it is. It's a fairly firm hold, which is good because it makes sure that it's not going to slide by itself accidentally. I'll show you how it works. We can put the quilting bar on the foot while it's on the machine, like this. Now I'm going to make it so that the ends of the guide are going to be right on the tips of the mountains here. Where I'm watching is right here. And as you can see, they are nice and evenly distanced from each other using the quilting bar. Now, when you're using the dual feed, you notice there's some stitches that are grayed out. So when you're all done using the dual feed, go back to this circle with the 3 lines and turn this off. Push OK, and there you go. Now you can use all of your stitches. You can also use your dual feed foot for matching up plaids and horizontal stripes. We have several other videos on this machine. If you've enjoyed this video, give us a like. And if you have comments, questions, or ideas for other videos you'd like to see, let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Bye.